Hi friends, so it's been a little while since I've done one of these, just trying to find the time. But this one I thought would be super useful for anyone who owns a log home, beautiful, beautiful log home. Because one thing that I didn't know about, I suppose, not didn't expect, I didn't even know about it, was that with log homes, the many beautiful things that come with it is carpenter bees. They love log homes. Now, you read online and they're like, oh, they love untreated wood or they love old wood. No, they just love log homes. Come on, let's just face it. Let's be real, okay? They love log homes, and particularly pine, which is what this is. This is ponderosa pine, and fir. They really love those kind of softer woods. And as much as carpenter bees are beautiful, they're lovely, I'm sorry, you're not gonna make my house crumble down. So I'm gonna enlighten you in my over the years what I've learned about carpenter bees. So my first year here, the springtime, I think it was kind of like May, June, I started to notice these beautiful tiny little bees, and I followed them and noticed they were making holes in the wood. And then the more I looked, the more I realised over the years there's all these little holes. So I tried everything, because what these little things do, they're like I don't know, bee drills basically, is they drill into the wood. They kind of bore into the wood using their teeth, and then they go inside the wood and go right along and then lay their eggs. And so what happens year after year after year is it compromises the structure of the wood and eventually can lead it to failing. Now, honestly, I did so much research on this stuff, and they suggest things like treat the wood, okay? So obviously that one year I stained everything brand new. I didn't keep them away. They loved it. The following year I treated it and used WD-40. Pointless spraying WD-40 in the holes, nope. Then borax. They suggest borax into the holes. Made no difference. What was the other things? Peppermint? Nope. Vinegar? Nope. Lavender? No. Vanilla? No. Nothing was working. I was in a constant fight, basically, with the bees, trying to keep them away from the house. And, I even built boxes outside the house for them to go in. They weren't interested. They loved living with me. This year, I found what to do. So the secret, so simple. Pyrethrin. I am not sponsored by these guys. I surely wish I was, but honestly, I haven't actually used that much. This stuff is amazing. Like, people will be like, oh, isn't that, an insecticide? And no, everything I use, I try and use as natural as possible where I can. Obviously, I've got a dog. Obviously, the animals are around, and you really, lighter footprints, right? So pyrethrin actually comes from the leaves of the chrysanthemum plant. It's crushed, and it works great as an insecticide. It's apparently it can kind of like keep away ticks and stuff like that. I don't know, I haven't tried that one, but it does keep the bees away. So this year, when I noticed the bees were going into the holes, like this one here, I just a little bit of pyrethrin in there. And I noticed there was nothing, no movement. And this was back in, I think it started later this year, probably July. So every time I heard it, because I go around the house, I check. Every time I heard the buzzing, just get that bit of pyrethrin in the hole. I honestly had to do a fight. Normally this goes on for months, because they come in like June and they, it's here. It's kind of like end of May until August is when you hear them around. But yeah, they kind of came for a couple of weeks, and I did this, nothing. So they've disappeared. So yeah, this stuff works great. But what I need to do now, obviously, the bees love to come back to the same place. They're creatures of a habit. They come back year after year after year. So what I'm really hoping is that it's actually killed the little larva in there. And what I need to do now is I'll just brush this stuff out and I'll fill it with a bit of caulk. The bees do eat through caulk, so I can't imagine this is going to be a 1 year and done thing. As with any log home, it's a continuous fight against nature, because nature just wants to live with you in your log home, right? But you know, you ignore it for a year and it becomes a huge problem. So why not keep on top of it? And if this has been working for me, this is great. Honestly, so simple. Just a bit of diligence, go around, listen, see where they're going, put it in the holes. And then come fall time, so what we're in October now, fill those holes up and touch wood. See what I did there? Touch wood, they won't come back again. And if they do, I've got my pyrethrin. Okay, hope it works for you guys. I'm just going to fill the holes now. Well, it's a dirty job, but someone's gotta do it. Alrighty then. All 400 and... I can't remember what it was. 458? Something like that. 458. Oh, here she comes. 458 logs or whatever it was. Checked. All holes filled. Even if the holes are like older holes, I thought I'd fill them. And the reason I do that is because then next year I'll know that if there's holes in them, as in holes within the holes, then I know that the carpenter bees are back there. So, yeah, big old job. And of course, while I was at it, you know, you've got the Colt gun in your hand, then makes sense, doesn't it, to fill any other holes? So 4.5 hours later, I need to get back to work, like the paying work. Bye guys, thanks for listening.